Um, Hello, everyone. This is Holly, and we're going to work today on solo travel, or we'll have a travel topic. So we have a few more spots open. So come on in. So anyway, anyway, thank you. I think I taught a class yesterday, and at the end of the class, I looked and I thought, oh, I can't stop the broadcast because I haven't started it. So I was like, oh no.
No problem.
So uh, anyway. All right. So, in Wellington, do you prefer to travel alone or with friends? Why or why not?
In my case, I travel with my wife.
Uh-huh.
Travel with friends is good, but it depends. Depends
Mm-hmm.
because,
Okay. So,
for example, travel abroad sometimes is a little. Maybe I want to do something and the other person other things. So sometimes it is better travel alone
yeah.
or
So
with my
alone,
wife.
alone with
Oh
your wife.
yes, only with my wife.
Uh-huh. And the kids can come too, right?
Sorry?
Do you have kids?
No, no, I
Okay, I
don't
was
have
gonna.
kids.
Okay, I was like, and the kids can come as well, but not strange, not friends. Okay. All right. So how about you, Carol? Oh, hello, Martin. Welcome to this class.
I only
So
am again in the class.
yes, welcome. All right, Carol, how about you? Do you prefer to travel alone or with friends? Why?
Um, and I never actually had the chance to travel alone. So I actually always travel with my family. So I don't know actually the difference. Um, but I really like to travel with my family. I feel like we have a chance to spend some time together. So it's
Mm-hmm.
really fun.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Thank you. And yeah, Sergio, how about you? Do you prefer to travel alone or with friends and family?
Uh, that's an interesting question. I've been traveling more by myself, and oh, because you know, I think this is really interesting because when I start traveling by myself, I noticed that I could develop some maybe um, skills
Mm-hmm.
like I could be more sociable. I
Mm-hmm.
could be more talkative because there's I mean I have to meet somebody in another country in another place, and this at first time was something I have to overcome, and I did.
Mm-hmm.
Now I really I was more introspective person than I am now.
Mm-hmm.
So after like traveling alone, I developed this. Yes.
Cool. So you were
And
able
answering
to.
your question, I think yeah, I think I would prefer. No, I would say I would prefer, but I like to travel by myself. But I like more when I reach the place, I find or I meet somewhere. Of course, this is the idea.
So like when you, excuse me, when you.
Yes, when I get there, the place I
Mm-hmm.
am traveling to,
Mm-hmm.
I probably I have somebody,
Some
friends
friends.
or yeah, to
Uh-huh.
and
Okay.
then
Okay, that totally makes sense. Yeah, because you've done a lot of traveling. Like I think didn't you go to Russia by yourself and Colombia and
yeah.
I remember that conversation. I think you were the only one in my class though. So
Yes.
all right. Um, so hello, Kako and Tabi. Welcome. Nice to see you both again.
Hello, Holly. How are you?
Hi. Very good. And Kako, how are you today? Kako, can you speak? I know
Hey,
his computer
teacher.
is slow. Oh, good! Yay! Need to check your microphone. I didn't want to call on you and you couldn't speak. So awesome, Martin. How about you? Do you prefer to travel alone or with friends?
I teacher. But I have I had the opportunity to make a travel alone. Uh, for me, I prefer to travel alone because you can go anywhere. You can try amazing things without make a decision with your friends. I like when I have the opportunity to travel or take a vacation. I like to make a gastronomic uh, tour. Sometimes
Okay.
sometimes my friend don't like my ideas, and I
Mhm.
at other issues sometimes I like to make booking in hostels and share a room with
Mhm.
another people of different part of the world.
Mhm.
Sometimes some friends don't like that, and so
Mhm.
I think the better way to know a other part of the world or city is uh, make adventure yourself inside
Mhm.
of a different country or whatever. And so when you travel lonely, you have better opportunities to make a new friend. That is amazing because if you feel losing, uh, always closer to you have people that can make can help you, and it could be make a good friendship with them, you know.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
sometimes when you go to different country and you stay in a hostel, you make a contact with people that they don't know nothing about you, even your personality, and so I don't know what's happened, but you make a link because the
Mhm.
principal interest is to get adventure, you know.
Mhm. I totally agree with you there. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm still too shy to share a hostel with somebody else by myself. So I'll get my own private room and stuff. But
Yeah,
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 yeah.
and
I totally agree with you that traveling alone you can meet a lot more people and so forth. But
mhm.
I, I prefer to travel with one more person, one or two more people. But I've learned through the years that you have to travel with people that travel like you. That like you said, we don't actually say gastronomy tour. I don't think very many native speakers would understand that, but it's really a food tour, right? So a restaurant,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So, but yeah, because I was thinking when you were talking that the like for example, I went to New York City with one of my best friends, and her and I are so different. She had never been on a subway before, and she wanted to taxis
Yeah,
everywhere. And
the first time that make a long trip that make me so scary because you go to the another part that you don't know the culture, the different kind of
uh
people,
huh,
and
uh huh,
sometimes people talk about the dangers that you could be suffered there. And but
uh huh,
in my experience, I prefer to buy my Lonely Planet. Lonely Planet is
uh
a
huh,
guide of the country that
uh huh,
you wants to visit, and I think it's
uh
better
huh,
to the buy a tours because the tours you have the time counted limit time, and you depend on the other person to to
mhm,
visit the places in sometimes if you don't like the museum, for example,
mhm,
you don't go there. That if you are in a tour, you want to go there because you are with a group of people.
That's true. That's true. All right. So, Kako, how about you? Thank you, Martin, for your discussion.
You're welcome.
So, Kako, do you prefer to travel alone or with friends? Why?
I prefer to travel with my family, teacher. My son, my girlfriend, my sisters. It's very nice to travel with them in a in a planned in a planned trip. But I also have traveled alone, but only by work, only for work.
Only for work.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It has been nice trips. No problem.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you. And Tabi, how about you? Do you prefer to travel alone or with friends? Why?
Well, I prefer travel with my friends or my family because I create nice memories and I pass a nice time with my family or my friends. And I like to travel alone if I travel for things to job.
Okay, so you traveled alone for business, but you prefer for friends when you're traveling. Yeah. And then see, Antonio, welcome back. So how about you? Do you prefer to travel alone or with friends, and why?
I suppose it's important to find moments to travel alone or travel with family or friends. Important thing is to travel. No matter if you are traveling alone or but as Tammy said, I think was Tammy, it's important to remember when you travel with family and make memories, make photographs. Remember when the time is going, where and when and with the people who was around you. But it's important to be with yourself sometimes and the environment, only you and environment, and enjoy it. It's important to travel and enjoy the place.
Yes, I totally agree. Well, it doesn't matter who you're with, just travel. So, Nada, how about you?
Hi.
Hello. So, how about you? Do you prefer to travel alone or with friends? Okay, one moment. Let me see if I can. Alexandra, can you hear us? Alexandra, can you hear us? Okay, we can hear you. Can you hear us? Okay, I'm going to mute her. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, Nada?
Yes. For me, I prefer to travel with my family and friends because it will be there is a lot of activities to do and a lot of plans to do, and I enjoy more to travel with them. On the other hand, I hope to enjoy when I travel alone because there is no chance most of the time to travel with friends or family.
Yeah, okay, so you don't have the opportunity to travel that much with friends or family at all. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's why I hope to enjoy alone
Uh-huh.
more than.
Yeah. All right. And Alexandra, can you speak?
Yes. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello. Welcome. Yes, we can hear you great. So, where are you from, Alexandra?
I'm from Spain,
Spain.
but currently I live in Canada.
Canada. Okay. So you're from Spain but currently live in Canada. Awesome.
Yeah.
So welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Welcome to Verbling. So question, do you prefer to travel alone or with friends, and why?
I prefer travel with friends because it's more funny, and you can share. Excuse me.
It's more fun.
Yes, it's more fun because alone is a little boring, in my opinion. When we are accompanied or with another people, or only maybe with a familiar, husband, sister, daughter, it's better because you can share your experience, your laugh. I think it's better when you it's more enjoyable.
Enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. All right, so let's go ahead and go ahead on this activity. We will be doing a reading. We're going to start out with some vocabulary, and then we're going to do a reading about how solo travel has become very popular. And Martin has experienced it a lot, it sounds like. So, okay, so let's go ahead and start. Let's read the sentences and match the underlined words to the definitions. And also, if Alexandra and Carol, for those of you who are new to Verbling, if you are not speaking, could you mute your microphone, because we do hear background noise. So
okay.
Thank you. All right. So we have on these, we have some sentences, and we have an underlined word, and then we have some definitions on the other side. I'm going to read the definitions, and then I will have each one of, or at least 6 of you guys read the sentence. We have letter A, a charge that is higher than normal. B, get rid of. C, scary or threatening. D, something that motivates you. E, start a romantic relationship. Or F, things to do before you die. So, Nada, can you read the first sentence?
Okay. The border guards were very intimidating. We were afraid to cross the border.
So what would intimidating be in this respect? What do you think?
The border intimidating, it will be scary, threatening. C.
Yeah, scary or threatening, exactly. So the border guards were very intimidating. So they were scary or threatening, so that is C. Very good. Martin, could you read the number 2?
Sure. I need to remember to add skydiving to my bucket list.
Mm-hmm.
And
we pronounce it bucket instead of bucket. Bucket list.
Bucket list.
Yes. Okay. And so what would a bucket list be?
I think the things to do before you die.
Yes, and a bucket list is interesting because it is now a slang or an idiom that has become part of the English language only in the last 10 years, and it was because of that movie called The Bucket List. It has become mainstream or very, very popular to say and use. So, all right, Sergio, could you read number 3?
Number 3. The government finally decided to scrap the law against drinking alcohol.
Okay, so what would to scrap be?
Scrap. To get it off.
Get rid of, yes. If you get rid of get rid of something, you no longer have it. Or if you scrap something, you get rid of it. Yes. All right. Carol, could you read number 4?
Okay. The possibility of having new, exciting experiences is a good incentive to travel.
Okay, so what is incentive?
Letter D, something that motivates you.
Perfect. All right. And Toby, can you read number 5?
Yeah, if you travel alone, you normally have to pay a premium when booking accommodation. I think yes, a share that is higher than normal.
Yes.
Okay.
A premium would be a charge that's higher than normal. Yep. And then the last one, Kako, could you read that one?
The purpose of this website is to look people up. They can meet their future husband or wife.
Okay, so hook instead of look.
Hook up.
Yeah, hook people up. So what would that be?
Letter E, start a romantic relationship.
Perfect.
Romantic relationship.
Perfect. Okay. So these words will be used in the text. And just for time's purpose, we're going to go on. Let's choose the best answer for each question below and check your responses by reading the next page. So, Wellington, could you read number 1 and guess your answer?
The percentage of travelers who are single travelers is, I think, 20%.
Okay, so this is our guess. It's 20%. Does anybody else have an opinion? Does anybody think it could be a different one?
I think it's 35% or more.
Okay, so somebody else thinks it's 35%. Okay. Okay. All right. So number 2, Alexandra, can you read this one?
Yes, of course. In the future, this figure is expected to. I think it's the letter A. Right?
Okay. Rice. Okay, so we will read the article and check our answers. So, Kako, could you read number 3?
Traveling solo is more popular with, I suppose, to be women.
I think so. Because it's funny, because I was thinking men. I don't remember this article at all, so I was thinking men. So, Tabi, as soon as I start reading it, I'll go, oh yeah, I remember this. So, Tabi, can you read number 4?
Okay, the most popular type of solo travel for women is, I think, African safaris.
Really? Okay. So let's see if our answers are right, because I thought a different one. So, okay, let's go ahead and see. Okay, single travel is becoming more popular than ever. So, Carol, could you read the first paragraph here?
Yeah, sure. The idea of exploring the world alone may be intimidating to some. The research shows that traveling solo is about to become increasingly popular.
Increasingly popular. So that's hard. You know, you have to kind of stress increasingly popular. The other word that I want to go over real quick with you, Carol, is world. So again, that's a very similar thing. You have the 3 consonants together, and you have to actually say all of them, and your tongue kind of rolls in your mouth, on the back of your tongue. So world. World. So everybody, world. So it just kind of goes in the middle of your tongue, kind of goes around. So world. Okay. Number 2, Sergio, can you read that one?
Yeah. According to an analysis of 100,000 holiday bookings by Travel Inspiration website 101 Holidays, holiday companies that run groups tour in the UK and abroad are reporting that 35% of their clients are single travelers. That figure is expected to increase. 101 Holidays has launched a new website, 101 Singles Holidays, as a result of the predicted surge.
Okay, thank you. And Martin, could you read number 3?
Sure. Solo traveling is most popular with women. The research has also revealed that 58.3% of single travelers were female. The figure rise for more active trips including walking holiday, 64%, and African safaris, 60%.
Okay, excellent. So let's go ahead and look at some pronunciation, Martin. For example, excuse me. So remember, we have women is W-E-N, so women, and woman is W-A-N. Okay? And
women.
also, yeah, women. And also remember that when you have the past tense ED, usually it's a D sound, and we do not say the E at all. So revealed. Revealed. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. So thank you. And Nada, could you read number 4?
Okay. Not everyone holidaying alone is single, says Winston. More women are leaving husbands and partners at home as they tick items of their bucket lists.
Yeah, so remember, more women. Women. Okay, and number 5, Alexandra, can you read this one?
Yes, of course. To meet the demand for solo holidays, holidays companies are now offering incentives to attract. Can you scroll down the page, please?
Yep. Absolutely.
Single travels, including dedicated solo travel holidays and the scrapping of the single supplement. A premium charge to people who take a run alone.
Okay, thank you. And then number 6, Wellington.
Ellen Simpson, marketing manager of Carrie Butters, said, single travelers are encouraged and there are group tables where singles can join other singles for lunch and dinner.
Okay, thank you. And Kako, could you read number 7?
Jenny Swaw, travel blogger and writer of the Solo Traveler's Handbook, set up the Solo Traveler blog.
Okay. Could you read the next paragraph too, because that was short.
When my husband died in 2006, a couple of years later, I realized that I was definitely traveling on my own now, she said.
Thank you. All right, and Tabi, can you read the last paragraph?
Okay. I looked at travel options online and found it was very commercial. It seemed to be mostly trying to hook people up. I saw a need for a personal voice and personal experience, so I started my blog in 2009.
Excellent, thank you. All right, are there any words or phrases in this in this reading that you guys do not know or you need clarification on? Everybody's quiet. No questions?
Yes, I have one.
Okay, awesome, awesome.
In the number 4, there is I think it's a phrasal verb. Tick off. What mean? Please.
Okay, take items off. Okay, that's actually when you have a list, and and you make it. For example, you have a list of things to do. Excuse me, I was on the wrong screen. Your list is 1, buy something. Oops, I can't even write. Buy something, and 2, plan, whatever, whatever that list is. And to tick something off would be to either put a check mark or an X or something when it's finished. So once it's finished, you've checked it off or you've marked it through. So that's to tick it off. So does that make sense, Alexandra?
Yes. I understand now. Thank you.
Awesome. Excellent. Yeah, and it definitely is a phrasal verb. So welcome, Min. How are you?
Hello, teacher.
Hello, everyone. This is Holly, and we're working. Oh, I hear myself.
Sorry.
No problem.
Well, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, excellent. Everybody, this is Min from Vietnam, if you do not know him. Min, let me introduce you real quick. We have Alexandra from Spain, who's currently living in Canada. We have Kako from Brazil, Carol, who's brand new to Verbling, and she is from, oh no, I've forgotten Carol. Is it Venezuela? No, it was Brazil.
Yes.
Brazil, yeah, okay. And then Martin from Mexico, and then we have Nada, who's living in Texas, but she's from Saudi Arabia. And then we have Sergio from Brazil, and Tabi, who's from Venezuela, and then Wellington from Brazil. So everybody, and we are a full class now, so this is awesome. All right, so we just, me and you just missed the reading, maybe other people can tell you about what it says, but this is kind of the main ideas here. So everybody, do you guys remember what is the correct answer? Martin, can you remember?
Sorry?
Do you know the correct answer for number 1 here? The percentage of travelers who are single travelers is... Anybody remember?
Yeah, 35%.
35%.
Okay, 35%. So 35%. Thank you, Wellington. So in the future, this figure is expected to, is it rise, fall, or stay the same?
Rise.
Mm-hmm.
Rise. Otherwise, they wouldn't have this actual lesson. So okay, so it is rise. Okay, and then number 3, traveling solo is more popular with men or women?
Women.
So Kako, you were completely right. I was kind of surprised. Okay, the most popular type of solo travel for women is?
Walking holidays.
So what exactly is a walking holiday? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
Maybe outing, when people walk on the parks, on the mountains.
Yeah, because at first I thought it was a city holiday, but no, that'd be different.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think you're right. I just wrote out what is a walking holiday. A walking holiday. It's on foot abroad. Walking and traveling. Well, it looks like it's very common here. Walking all over. So, but it's all British. So that's why I'm not familiar with it. But I think you're right. It is walking through paths and things like that. So, all right. So let's go on. Now let's look at the language a little bit. So first of all, let's check the understanding. Why are many women traveling alone? Does anybody remember the answer for this one?
Why are many women traveling alone? The whys I don't remember.
To pick off items off their bucket list.
Yep, to tick items off their bucket list. So, what are holiday? Yes.
Sorry, maybe it's not right this answer because first I see many of my friends now, the girls, women friends, and they work. They travel alone because they don't have boyfriends or other persons, other people that travel with them.
Mm-hmm. So they travel because they want to, and they don't have anyone else, so they just go. Yeah.
Yes. They have fear, sometimes afraid, but because because they're not other option, so they travel alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be, but they also, the reason they're traveling alone though, Wellington, is because they have these things they want to see, and since they have no one else to go with them, they just go alone. So yeah. All right. So number 2, what are holiday companies doing to attract solo travelers? Anybody remember this answer?
It's something.
Anybody remember?
Yeah, company that offered the trip for African safaris and to Caribbean tours. I don't remember well.
Number 2. Okay, teacher. Number 2.
Yes.
The holiday companies have been given advantages to the travelers. For example,
they are decreasing the prices in their rooms, for example.
Not charging the how can I say, the premium charge, when they travel alone.
Yeah. So they're giving them incentives, or they're scrapping the single supplement. So they're not charging the premium. It's very good. All right. So number 3, who wants to answer that? Volunteer. Okay, Sergio. How are Carib tours attracting single travelers?
Okay. I think there are these companies. These are prepare a pack like to have a dinner or lunch with. I mean, among alone people, single people.
Yes.
And then and I don't know, I'm sure, but they are given a top
Yeah, the main one is that they're offering the group the dinners.
The
Where
main
Yeah.
is the single people can find another single.
yeah,
Private home.
Yeah.
They try to hook people up,
yeah.
offering advantages.
Yeah, I don't know about that. So, but then I think of the times that, like, times I've traveled. I usually will travel with one or two people, and we'll usually hang out with with single travelers or people, and we'll go on tours, and there'll be a lot of single travelers together. So,
Sure.
yeah,
It's very informal to use the phrasal verb hang out. Uh,
hang
Hang
out,
out?
yes.
No, hang out. I don't
Hook
know.
up, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
Then
very
this
common.
only with closer friends.
Um, no, do you mean hang out or hook up?
Hang out.
Or hook up? Which ones? I thought I heard both.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So both of them are very common. Hook up though means if two friends have hooked up, they've become a pair. They've become an item. They've become a romantic relationship. To hang out, of course, is to spend time with friends and spend time with people. So, but when solo travelers travel together, they hang out together. Or when they travel alone, they hang out with other solo travelers. So, number 4, why did Janice Woe become a single traveler? Anybody remember?
Because her husband died.
Yeah. So her husband died in 2006, and she was like, "Well, I guess I can't travel with him. I'll just go. I'll just do what I want." So, all
And I
right,
think
and
the and I
yeah,
think the insurance leave a lot of money to make a travel.
yeah.
After
He probably left her a lot of money so she could travel. Yeah. Okay. And why did she start her own blog?
Because
She saw that most of the companies offered um, traveling package for couple for group
Mhm.
for groups of people, and
Mhm.
then she saw an opportunity to develop a blog focused on single people.
Mhm. Focusing on single people, and there's another reason.
because she need
Nada,
personal choice.
say that again, Nada.
Because she need a personal voice and personal experience. That's why she starts her own blog.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. And also, she found single traveling options online very commercial. So they were like, let's go on this singles cruise and so forth. And she was a widow, wasn't interested in hooking up with somebody. So, all right, now we're let's see, let's go to this talking point, and then if we have time, we'll go back to the collocations here. So, let's start with Carol. Um, what do you think are the pros and cons of traveling alone?
Okay. I think the pros are that you can do whatever you want. So, and you don't need actually to program anything. You can
Mm-hmm.
just go and do it, whatever you want to do at that time. And
Mm-hmm.
the con is maybe, I don't know, you go snowboarding. Of course, there will be people there, but uh, you will not have you won't have anyone to be with you. I don't know, the hospital if you, I don't know, break a leg or something, or
Mm-hmm.
if there's an emergency,
Mm-hmm.
you would have to go alone.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I think that would be the con.
Yeah. Especially during emergencies.
Mhm.
Exactly. Okay. So, Tabi, what do you think? Can you think of some pros and cons of traveling alone? Tavi, are you able to speak? Awesome.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
No worries.
Excuse me.
So, what do you think are the pros and cons of traveling alone?
Well, I think when you travel alone, uh, is is very boring because you don't you don't share your opinions or your experience with other people.
Mm-hmm.
Could be family or friend, and sometimes it's very cool because you stay alone and you can be relaxed.
Uh-huh. So yeah, so this can be a relaxing time. You don't have to worry about anybody else. So that's very true. So Wellington, what do you think? Let's go to number 2. What other advice would you give single travelers?
Advice to single travelers.
Yeah.
Maybe to try to uh, previously search for the place. I think is better. Is a good way to to know about the area. To do sometimes to do uh, I don't remember the name. This security seguro viagem. How I speak? Can you help me? Seguro viagem.
Can any Brazilians help him?
Seguro viagem.
Insurance.
Insurance, yes.
Oh yeah, so have
to do yes, to do
Health insurance.
Health insurance, I think is good.
Yeah, buy or have insurance.
Yes.
Travel insurance.
Travel insurance and the health insurance. Yeah, I think that's good for everybody, single or families. But yeah, exactly. Okay.
And of course, to get a cell phone.
Okay. Then have the cell phone
Having a cell
charged.
phone. Yes.
Charged. Okay. All right. And Kako, what's some advice you would give single travelers?
I think it is always useful to plan carefully the trip in order to not have problems. To choose a good airways and buy the tickets previously. Choose good sites to visit. Good hotels. As it was said, have a health insurance and have good companies. I prefer to travel with good companies, good people. For example, friends or family.
Yeah, but this is advice for traveling alone. So yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
No worries. But that works when, like, say for example, if you're traveling somewhere and you're on a tour and choose the right people to talk to. So because it could be pretty bad. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If you speak the local language, it would be a great advantage for you.
Oh yes.
and mainly this having disposition to speak with strange people.
Yes. So language, and don't fear talking to strangers. In a safe environment, of course. So, all right, Sergio, number 3. Which country or city would you really like to visit, and why? What is on your bucket list?
For sure, Spain. I have to go there.
What, Japan?
Spain.
Spain, okay.
Spain. I haven't. I don't know. Maybe for now, I think it's Spain or Zaragoza is my goal, my next trip to there. But for sure, I wanna back to visit
Russia.
Russia, U.S. always.
Okay.
Traveling to U.S.
Because you travel to Florida a lot, right?
Yeah, I have lived in Fort Lauderdale for 2 months, and another important thing is it's not the different question, but I mean you can use like a device as well. I've been done this is when you have opportunity to travel by yourself, you have opportunity to get out of your comfort zone, and it make you like grow as a person and maybe working some abilities, skills, and develop a friendship. I have received friends through traveling, just for example. I have received friends from USA, from Colombia, as well as Italy, here in my home, and I was there as well. So this is a really big opportunity. Even when you are traveling by yourself, you make friends.
Awesome, yeah. And then I think the Wellington wrote something on the chat that's really good advice. Is make sure someone knows where you are at all times. So basically, text the itinerary.
Yeah.
Text your itinerary. So I think that's my mom always does that when her and her husband head to the mountains, because just in case their car breaks down, we know where to start searching. So it looks like we're out of time. I do apologize, Nada and Martin and Mean. We did not get to you. You were next. I was going to Martin, then I was going to Nada, then I was going to Mean. So anyway, if you guys want to continue practicing English, I'm on for 1 more hour. So and the next topic is the difference between British and American English. So, and that might be interesting for a lot of you guys. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.